You have tuned into the ATKT Talent Tent podcast with me, P-Man.
And me, Krupa.
The Queen of Facts. And we are here putting the spotlight on fresh and the most amazing talent we've seen at our ATKT Talent Tents, which happened all over the country. 5 to 6 cities, actually. Where all, Krupa?
So we have one in Mumbai, Pune, Chandigarh now, Delhi, Bangalore,
Shillong,
of course.
Shillong. We can't wait to get some students from Shillong on this podcast. Inshallah, it'll happen soon.
Very soon. Today we have Nyla Saldanha. She's a student from St. Xavier's. And we
Former.
मतलब 5 days के graduate. ठीक है मतलब. So, Nyla is... So, we first met Nyla at our talent tent in Kaleidoscope, which is the annual festival of Sophia College. This was in 2016. Yeah. And ever since, like, we've seen Nyla perform at, like, countless talent tents, and it's just been so awesome being friends with you, Nyla.
Wait, so she's from Bangalore and also she's from Xavier's. Interesting.
I'm not
because
from Bangalore.
You did something in Bangalore.
Yeah.
You did. So you spent time in Bangalore.
Yeah.
So that makes you a little bit from Bangalore.
No, so I'm from Kolar Goldfields, which is long for KGF, which is a small town that's 100 kilometers away from Bangalore, which is where I was born and raised.
All right, she's from Karnataka.
I'm from
and
KGF.
You're from Xavier's.
Yes.
That ties in brilliantly well because we are talking about dress codes and colleges, and who better to ask than somebody from Xavier's?
Also, which college again did you go to in Bangalore?
In Bangalore, I went to Christ.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I think
I'm
that's
not going to
just
get
perfect.
They're not going to give me my degree after this.
And you're going to do a song for us.
All right.
Because
We're going to do a
that's what
song
you're
for
here
them
for.
people.
Because to sing for us.
Yes,
To
all right.
serenade us while we talk.
You wake up to the emptiness, unsatisfied, alive at best. I've cried a river half past noon. I wish this would be over soon. Hitting snooze on our lives. Watch the winners pass you by. Hitting snooze on our dreams. Happiness hopeless she seems. You know we'll always be this way. Chin up, have a great day. There's dirty dishes in the sink. I'm trying so hard not to think, so I say, hitting snooze on our lives. Watch the winners pass you by. Hitting snooze on our dreams. Happiness hopeless she seems. That was Snooze.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
So, Nyla, tell us about Snooze.
Okay, so Snooze is a song that I wrote when I was here in Bombay, and it was basically about, so I don't write new songs or make music as often as I'd like to, and a lot of that is because I tend to go into like these very deep wells of unproductivity, and I tend to procrastinate a lot, so I don't end up doing this as often as I'd like to, which I plan to work on over the summer. But yeah, snooze is basically, all my life I've thought that I've had like these really big plans for the future, but I realized at one point that I've just been putting them off, and that I keep saying that this will happen at some point and I'll do this at some point. So I mean, I made a metaphor out of it, and it's basically like you're just hitting snooze on your plans every day and just pushing them off for later. So that's how the song came to be.
That's so meta though.
I know.
You wrote a song.
Maybe she felt this way when she was in Kolar Gold Fields, but then she hit snooze till she reached Bombay and she said, "Chal likhte hain yaar."
Yeah,
Gana.
pretty much.
That was so bad. P-Man, I don't know why you said that.
No, because we are trying to talk about dress codes in colleges.
Yes,
First off,
that's why.
Nyla, you were in Christ College, Bangalore. That's
Yeah.
they are pretty
So,
epic, huh?
yeah, so I mean, Christ was honestly, they were 2 really great years as a whole in Bangalore. But since we're talking about dress codes, I think Christ is known mainly, I think when you think of Christ, you think of how strict it is as an institution and the dress code. Personally, me coming from a small town, moving to a big city, being in an urban educational institution, I didn't think that Christ was that strict, but I can see how like a lot of city dwellers would find that going from like a lot of my friends were from Catholic schools, going from there to another Catholic institution that's much, much stricter with their dress codes, because Christ. So the Christ dress code was basically, this was for junior college, which is called PUC. The Christ dress code for girls was we had to wear patialas and we had to wear kurtas that were knee length. They had to be knee length. And the dupatta was compulsory. It didn't matter how you wore it, but you had to have a dupatta on your body. That was the phrase that they'd use. When you go into Christ University, it becomes a little more relaxed because you're allowed to wear leggings.
Oh,
and
how liberal.
And then,
I mean, that's a thing. Leggings were banned in colleges in Kerala, if I'm not mistaken, sometime last year.
In fact, someone told me that if you wear leggings to this certain college, you can be marked absent.
Which certain college is this?
I have no idea, but this is just a conversation.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Christ actually had a lot of interesting dress code rules. So they had this for the girls in JC, and you weren't allowed to color your hair. That was another thing.
In university?
In
JC.
junior college, you weren't allowed to have colored hair, and I think the boys weren't allowed to have long hair. So you had to get a haircut. And if you came to class and you had to be clean shaven also. So if you came to class and you weren't clean shaven and if you didn't have a haircut, the college would give you money and they'd say like, go to the barber and come back.
Wow.
Why? What's the deal with like hair?
I don't know. I mean, the Christ dress code is one that is very difficult to question. I mean, it's very easy to question, but they'll give you like a very twisted argument.
I remember when I was in college in St. Andrews in Mumbai here, the thing was for boys, maybe girls, no, mostly boys, we couldn't have facial piercings. I had an eyebrow ring. My other friend had, most of us had eyebrow rings at that time. And
when was this again?
This is long back, yeah. I'm talking about 2004. Long back. So yeah, we couldn't have facial piercings was a thing for the guys, and we couldn't have sagging pants.
Yeah.
You know? We still let a pants sag.
Yeah, in Christ, I mean, the boys are still not allowed to wear jeans. So for the boys
in university,
yeah, in university and in junior college, so you have to wear, the boys dress code is you have to wear a shirt. It has to be like, it doesn't have to be tucked in, but it needs to be a shirt with a collar. It could be full sleeved or half sleeved, and you need to be wearing like khakis or formal pants. You can't wear like denims basically. I think even chappals are not allowed.
Why are toes provocative?
So that's the thing, right? So we were talking about this earlier. So there's the whole, I feel like the whole provocative argument is used only for girls. And when it comes to boys, what they tell you is, you know, we want to maintain the ambience of an educational institution and an academic vibe, which is fine, which I understand to some extent. But with girls, very often that argument is not used, and they use the whole, it's provocative. And I mean, in some colleges they've said you don't want to get the wrong kind of attention from the boys and stuff like that. And honestly, but actually I've actually seen this argument being used on a boy because but this wasn't a dress code thing. This was just a boy at Xavier's lying down in the quad where you're not allowed to lie down anymore, and they were like, you're attracting unwanted female attention. But yeah, the thing is, the provocative argument is used only with girls because I don't think men have ever been under that provocative gaze in the first place. But you've got plenty of other arguments. There's an argument for everyone.
Yeah, that's funny because I went to a girls' college and we weren't allowed to wear anything that was above our knees. So whenever, we wore shorts, or if there was also a hostel there, so if they wore like boxers or anything, it was just like, it was looked down upon. They would like slut shame you, and they would give you this really ugly like denim skirt.
Down upon by the staff, by the wardens and all of that. Yeah.
So the sister would give you a really, really ugly, like awful looking like denim skirt, and you were supposed to wear it, and it was basically like a scarlet letter.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was like you would like not wear shorts because you don't want to wear that skirt.
You didn't want to, Did you have to wear it and like give it back? Was it like a sisterhood of the traveling skirt?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought if you were in an all-girls college or all-girls, university thing, dress codes would be a little relaxed because, hey, you're not tempting anyone there.
I mean...
Unless. Okay.
You don't want to go there. Yeah. But, if you just happen to like go out of the college and, attract like male attention, that's not like what the sisters want. It's just so sad. But yeah.
Yeah.
How was the dress codes in Xavier's, or how is the dress codes in Xavier's?
So the current dress code in Xavier's is for girls, it is no sleeveless, and you're not allowed to wear anything below the knee. Ripped jeans are banned.
Anything above the knee or below the knee?
Not allowed to wear anything above the knee. Did I say below? Sorry.
So what, you will wear socks till here and then leave all?
So you're not allowed to do that. But the thing is, sometimes even if you wear like a skirt that's like calf length, they'll still have like an issue with it sometimes. So it's a very grey area. Basically, they just don't, unless it's a full length skirt, they're a little iffy about it. I understand the dress code at Xavier's to some extent. It's not... I haven't felt like restricted by it in any way. I haven't felt like it's been like, oppressing me or curtailing my freedom in any way. But like I was saying earlier, I feel like the dress code of your institution or wherever you're studying, wherever you're working, kind of ends up shaping your wardrobe in general. So like I said earlier, I wouldn't be wearing this. I haven't worn this. I've had this for the last 3 years, but I've never worn it even once. Because it's just not my everyday vibe. And when I'm going out, you just ultimately end up dressing like what you do on a regular basis. So, but an interesting fact about Xavier's is they have a problem with sleeveless, but they don't have a problem with sleeveless kurtas.
Hi. Sleeveless for guys as well, or just women?
No, sleeveless for everyone is not allowed. But no, I mean that I don't think I've ever seen a guy in a sleeveless kurta at Xavier's. But yeah, like I've seen girls with sleeveless kurtas that have been allowed to walk in. So that was kind of strange.
They're compensating with
confused.
sleeves for...
Yeah.
It's weird. So on our ATKT Instagram page, we do some fun stuff and fun trivia. And last time, Krupa madam, आपने कुछ किया था? बोलिए.
So I asked our followers how, like, if there are any like ridiculous dress codes that have been implemented on the students, and I had some really like fun responses. Some of them were no colored hair, like Nyla said before, no round neck t-shirts because collarbones.
Round neck t-shirts because collarbones.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just like trying to reason with them.
Achha.
But round neck, I'm just falling apart. Sorry. No round neck t-shirts. Formal shoes only. I think we've discussed this earlier,
Yeah.
but I don't understand the logic behind like all these. It just doesn't make sense. No facial piercings, like P-Man said earlier. And most recently, at a holy event at JJ Hospital's Grant Medical College in Baikala.
Holi or holy?
Like
Holi,
The festival.
Huh.
like
The festival Holi.
21st March wala Holi. So they had some people creating ruckus according to a news article,
Yeah.
and that led to the college banning short skirts and asking / telling the students like the genders to sit separately.
Hello, that means even the boys were wearing skirts?
I want to think that was the case, but we don't live
No,
in
but you know what? On
utopia.
that note of like boys and girls being made to sit separately in colleges, I feel like most of the students most of the students that I know, like after school, have gone into like the arts background and all from like more dominantly arts colleges. But I've seen some of my friends that have gone into like engineering and medicine, and they've gone to such ridiculously strict colleges where you're not allowed to talk to the boys.
What college is this? Tell
I
us
don't
more.
know the names of the college, but
I know of Satay College in Mumbai that has separate staircases for boys and girls.
yeah, even there's a college in KGF also that has that. That had that. I don't know if they still have it.
Separate staircase for boys and girls.
Yeah. So yeah, like some of these engineering colleges and medical colleges are really strict, and even for junior college actually. I went to Bangalore for junior colleges, but some of my friends went to study science at these junior colleges that were like on the outskirts of Bangalore, and these places were ridiculously strict. So for junior college, they had uniforms, which is fine, but they had a bunch of really weird rules, like you weren't allowed to study or read anything that was not your textbook. So if they caught you with like a novel, you were... So literally, you know how in movies there are people like hiding novels inside? They'd actually do that.
That was the case in school,
Yeah.
like whenever we were sent for assembly, they'd have surprise
Yeah.
checks and like,
Yeah.
confiscate
Of your bags.
So they'd send monitors and prefects to like check everyone's
Yeah.
bags. Like there's no personal space,
Yeah.
nothing of that sort.
Dude,
but
that
like,
much power shouldn't be given to a kid, man, to like check. It's a very mean thing to do, because there'd always be that one person at the assembly that would be checking everyone's belt and shoes.
Yeah.
And like if you were lucky, you were friends with that person and you could let it slide. Otherwise, you were... It wasn't a good scene.
What's the other colleges like in Bangalore? Do they have such strict dress codes as well?
No, I'd say in Bangalore, if you say college strict dress code, you'd think of Christ, ideally. But yeah, so that's the thing with the Christ dress code. A lot of people have a problem with it because me personally, I was very comfortable in Indian clothing. The dupatta I felt was very unnecessary, and the whole reason for the dupatta, I was told by a former teacher from Christ, was that girls were wearing like kurtas with really low necklines, which is why they brought the dupatta into place. But then again, they had the whole, you can wear the dupatta anywhere on your body, like tie it around your wrist for all we care, but the dupatta has to be there. So then that was slightly ridiculous. I was like, but why?
Did you anytime your parents tell you, like, are they comfortable with these dress codes happening in colleges, or were they like, okay, they are protecting our daughters anyways?
They've not really had much of an opinion. My parents are quite chill, so they've just been like, yeah, whatever.
What about you, Krupa? Your folks, dress codes and everything?
My parents were actually on board with it, because if you're sending your daughter to a college and, why would you want her to do anything but study or like do extracurriculars that don't involve scandalous things?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the whole college jari ho ya fashion show phrase that's used.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you've never heard that?
No, I think, again, in our educational system, the way it works is being a male lets you get away with a lot of rubbish and kind of insulates you to the rubbish that happens as well. So I think I was a little bit privileged in that way that I didn't have to, other than no sagging pants, but that's all right. I didn't care about sagging pants. But no facial piercings. That was a little harsh, yeah. How do we express ourselves?
I don't know. Graphic t-shirts, I guess.
That also, graphic t-shirts with messages on them.
Yeah. So this, this same college that I told you about in KGF that had separate staircases for boys and girls, at one point they banned graphic t-shirts.
For what joy?
Because they didn't want to risk you having something explicit on your t-shirt. So they were like nothing is allowed.
In Kolar Green Gold Fields, who is buying graphic t-shirts? Tell me. What do you get over there, Max?
No, but I remember was this
Shaktiman.
There was this whole phase where graphic t-shirts were really the hype, when like Sania Mirza was like the coolest thing and graphic t-shirts were like all the rage. This is when
Sania Mirza t-shirts.
No, not Sania Mirza t-shirts, but Sania Mirza herself used to wear like a lot of graphic t-shirts. And so those became the hype. This is when I was like 8 years old, and I only know this because my older sister was a part of this graphic t-shirt generation.
Y'all had a lot of time in KGF.
Yeah. There's literally nothing to do.
I mean, if y'all are picking up stuff that... I'm also, Hyderabad is not that far away. So I guess that came in faster than it came to Bombay.
What?
News about Sania Mirza's t-shirts?
No, this was like in 2008, 2007 or something.
Okay, took that long.
When did this start?
I don't know. You said when you were 8 years old.
Yeah.
So,
which was in like 2007.
So shit, you were born in
99.
Oh.
It's all right.
Okay.
It all adds up now. I know a lot of ex-Xavierites, and a lot of them have told me how like the Xavier's dress code in itself has changed over the years, because I told you what it is currently, but apparently there was this one principal, I think in the 80s, I don't know the exact timeline of it, but he didn't like red. So you were not allowed to wear red in Xavier's. The color was banned for a brief period.
That's
rubbish.
Le Rumeur.
No, that's true. I know like a student that was a part of this generation that was not allowed to wear red.
We'll have to do some research. Our queen of facts will find us out.
I want to know more.
That's all I know, that red was banned. And there was a time where the dress code at Xavier's was very relaxed. You could wear a skirt of whatever length you chose. And sleeveless was allowed. Yeah, that's really weird actually, because I feel like we're slowly moving backwards and getting more conservative about certain things. But that's also because I feel like when you're given a certain freedom, there are laws and there are rules that come to curtail that freedom only when that freedom is abused. That's not always the situation, but like I said, with Xavier's and the ripped jeans ban, when I first came to Xavier's, everyone was wearing ripped jeans. And luckily then I didn't own ripped jeans. And so I just wear like my normal jeans and my normal pants to college. So the ban didn't affect me at all. But when they put the ban in place, they gave us a very silly reason. They said ripped jeans are a mockery of the poor, which is quite ridiculous, because then I could pinpoint like 100 things that are happening at Xavier's that are a mockery of the poor. So, and then later on a teacher told us, that this was actually put in place because someone was wearing ripped jeans that were almost ripped near the crotch. So, I mean, that to some level I agree is inappropriate and should not be done in an academic institution, because you still want to maintain that academic vibe. I get that. Although I agree that it's possible to be productive in in sweatpants and a t-shirt, I still think there needs to be like a certain level of like that academic vibe that is maintained. So, yeah, I think dress codes come into place when you kind of abuse the freedom that's given to you.
I remember speaking with students from Flame University in Pune, and they were telling me how they have absolutely zero dress codes. Most of them stay on campus.
Yeah, but I've heard Flame is wild.
I mean, Jai Hind also has like a no dress code policy, I think. And they work fine, I think. So, I mean, they're okay. I mean, no one's...
Yeah, but then again, so there's no way to measure this, right? Like, how is the dress code affecting like the quality of your students? There's no way to actually measure this.
So if we have to conclude this and put down, what would you say? Dress codes, thumbs up, thumbs down?
I can't give you like a solid yes or a no. That's the problem.
Thumbs sideways.
Yeah.
Krupa, you? Thumbs up, thumbs down, dress codes?
Honestly, I mean, I might regret saying this, but sometimes there are days when I've had to go to college where I've just wished I had a uniform. Because then it just saves you that trouble of wondering what to wear in the morning.
That's such a... Yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
No, genuinely.
Krupa, thumbs up, thumbs down, dress codes?
Down, man. I think I would have been okay without having to worry about the length of my shorts.
I know. And I remember speaking about this with someone, I don't remember whom, but I think it's high time in our country we need to start doing this whole desensitizing women's body parts to people. Like, you know, if you see someone with shorts, you're seeing someone with shorts. Not like, oh, you're seeing her legs, you're seeing her thighs. What the hell, man? I don't think that should be a thing.
Yeah, you're just seeing someone wearing whatever they're wearing.
Yeah, I mean, so maybe if we start this from colleges.
Yeah.
And where, you know, you're not shamed for
example, I have I have friends in Bangalore that didn't have a dress code in school as well. And I mean, they turned out fine.
So they didn't have uniforms in...
No. This one school in Bangalore, it's called Prakriya Green. And they didn't have uniforms. They were a really chill school, actually. They went on like nature walks and stuff every day.
Yeah, it's green.
Yeah.
यहाँ पे कौन सा nature walk? मतलब बॉम्बे में कहाँ पे?
SGN.
At the most to
Borivali.
Rajiv Gandhi, the Borivali National Park over there. Yeah, so I think dress codes are rubbish and they should off with them and let anyone wear whatever they want.
And let anyone have facial piercings.
And let anyone have facial piercings and green
pink hair and
pink hair and whatever.
Yeah.
And this is Nyla with Unfazed.
I wish that I could fly away. I'm sat here smoking with my lungs ablaze. I'm sat here crying through the long and quiet nights. I'm sat here praying for my soul to melt its ice. I see green and yellow, I see blue. I see myself in the mirror, but I cannot see you. I see the blacks and whites fading into grays. I see myself in the mirror completely unfazed by all the pain, by all the pain, by all the pain. It's such a shame that by all the pain, by all the pain, by all the pain, by all the pain, I'm so unfazed. Changed. I see green and yellow, I see blue. I see myself in the mirror, but I cannot see you. I see the blacks and whites fading into grays. I see myself in the mirror completely unfazed by all the pain, by all the pain, by all the pain. It's such a shame that by all the pain, by all the pain, by all the pain, by all the pain, I'm so unfazed. Now I see green and yellow, I see blue. I see myself in the mirror, but I cannot see you, no, no. I see the blacks and whites fading into grays. I see myself in the mirror completely unfazed by all the pain, by all the pain, by all the pain. It's such a shame that by all the pain, by all the pain, by all the pain, by all the pain, I'm so unfazed.
You have been listening to the ATKT Talent 10 podcast, and what we do is feature and talk with some amazing, brilliant, and talented students from the college and universities in our country. And why in our country? Also abroad. So wherever you are, if you're a college student, you've got talent, we've got podcasts.
Hit us up, man. Hit us up at ATKT.in on Facebook, ATKT.in on Instagram, and you can follow us on our website. We just really like talking to people, and yeah, if you got something to say, just like email us or something.
Real nice people, yeah?
Yeah.
Nyla, where can the people spot and listen to more of your songs? Please give us social medias.
So on Instagram you can find my music at Billy Saldanha. I very slyly released something recently on like Apple Music and Spotify and all of that. It's a song that I wrote in 2016. It's called This War. So you can find it there, the acoustic version that I just recorded in my bedroom, which is up on all major streaming platforms. And on Facebook, it's Nyla Saldanha.
All right, that's it.
Bye.
Bye. We'll be back soon, next week, with a new student, new talent, new topics.
Nice.
Tab tak.
Bye-bye.